Well, all my vacuums are home at once, one in a few times that is, so I might as well do a collection update for you guys. So let's start off with the Kirby's. Here's my Kirby Classic 3. I believe it's not a later one. It's not from 1997 because these core hooks are kind of faded, and the cord hooks are on this side. They're not on this side like the later ones were. This one's handle grip was replaced, so I don't know if this had the original handle grip or this one on it. But this is the one I have on it now. It has 130-ish nozzle CFM, I think. Oh yeah, with a brand new F&G bag in it with a trimmed fill tube. We'll see what CFM it gets when I get that new shakeout bag assembly for it, whenever that is. And then here we have my 1997 Kirby G5, 126 CFM I last measured. Probably more like 128, 127-ish with higher voltage. But it has 100 and that much. No indicator light. So it's a good machine. And then Kirby G6 from 2000, modified it with a regular handle because that's what I wanted. 130-ish CFM, probably more like 132 or something at higher voltages. That's where this guy's CFM is hanging around. And then we have my 2004 Kirby Diamond Edition, 130-ish CFM as well. Probably one CFM higher than the G6, considering it has a thinner bag. And it also has recently been polished up. It has normal delicate switch. Moving on to my 2009 Kirby Centuria 1. I've done a bunch of modifications to this. Been in the family for 11 years. Pretty happy with it. I'm probably gonna have to take this guy apart again because it's not getting the CFM as close to. But the last time I measured this with its older bag assembly, it had 135, and with its newer one right here, it has 144. The last time I measured it. And then we have my Kirby Avalier, which at a high enough running voltage would have 150-ish CFM. It's from 2015, and it's been pretty much my favorite Kirby since. I'm happy I own this. Has the mopper system and everything, all that stuff. So there's all my Kirby's. Try and get them into a single shot. There's all my Kirby's in one single shot. Now let's move on to the Sanitaires. Here's my 2000 Sanitaire SE899E. I've had to do a bunch of service on this guy since it was a used one. 20 years old, still going. Had to replace the motor and cord at the start along with the F&G bag system it had, modified to a shakeout. And I've replaced the vibromer one and all that good stuff. My 2018 Sanitaire SE80. Oh, this guy has 160 CFM, somewhere around 160. I know it got 151, but I feel like that was just a bad day. It can get 160. I know it can. Here's my Sanitaire SE86 from 2018, 183 CFM, or something like that, 82, 83, whatever you want to call it. I've modified it with a heavy-duty commercial instead of that newer one, and has the metal top motor in it. Here's my Sanitaire SE80D9A, and it has 186 nozzle CFM. I think this one currently has a record for nozzle CFM. Has modified it to take a shakeout bag. Has the 2-speed motor, which is more effective than a Diamond Edition's by a long shot. This guy's 2-speed motor function actually works better. So for if I had a delicate throw rug I needed to vacuum, I would actually go to this guy more than a Diamond Edition. That's one thing Sanitair's gotten right over Kirby. And then here's my double Sanitaire. Both of these Sanitaires are from 2019, but this guy in general is from 2020 with all the parts on it. And this sticky note is to let people know not to use this. From what I got, I think from my calculations, this guy has 143 nozzle CFM because I measured one unit, 178, 179. So I measured how much the amperage one unit was down and got the numbers of 343 CFM. So 300 CFM machine, which most big vacuums nowadays have 220. So this guy beats them for a long shot. And it has more airflow density and seals better. This guy's actually better than the Minuteman they use there, so that's nice. Needs a new cord because if you watch my Sanitaire, double Sanitaire update video, you'll find out that the cord is in really bad shape and no longer safe to use. I just replaced the bristle strips on it too. And those are really the only two things. This guy otherwise is in good shape. So there is my Sanitaires. Let's move on to, wait a minute, let me grab one more machine I have. I think I forgot to drag one out. It's just a hand vac too. Alrighty, let's start with my Simplicity. Mini canister, hand vac, whatever you want to call it. I think it has 60 CFM at the hose, at the end of the hose, along with, I haven't measured its nozzle CFM because it actually has a nozzle for it. But here's my Filter Queen Majestic, my only canister vacuum, full-size canister. Has 63 CFM at the nozzle, 64 whatever. Has 68 CFM if you remove the second filter, the more second filter that's more, and just have the white one in there. And I think 70 something CFM on its higher speed. Here's my Dirt Devil hand vac. I haven't used this in years because its motor sounds really bad. So yeah, I'm not using this guy. I saw somebody measure this and I think they got 42 CFM out with it. So that's probably what this guy would be close to getting to. Probably 40-ish CFM. Alright, and that covers my collection of vacuum cleaners. So, quite a bit of them, especially Sanitaires and Kirby's, but, you know, those are the vacuums I like the most. I mean, yeah, as you can see, lots of Kirby's. The G6 and G5. Back-to-back, Diamond Edition and Centria, back-to-back. So I have two pairs of vacuums that are back-to-back, what do you know? So anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.